Where are my reads?
Hey guys, it's time to begin Bollocks this evening. It's Monday. July 14th.
Can't hurt that day. The mamas and the papas, baby.
Yeah, there you go. I got Lenny sitting beside me. I'm in red. He's in blue. The argument might go that way. But we need Lenny to move over this way towards me, right?
Always. I will always come closer to you.
There you go.
Oh, dang it. Now you ruined the camera.
Oh, is that what oh, move back, Lenny. Oh, how about now? Yeah? Yeah? All right. We're just messing with Blake. Blake, it's Monday. Did you know that?
Yes. I knew it was indeed Monday. It's definitely been an interesting day so far.
All right. How was your weekend?
Not bad. Not bad at all. Did a bunch of walking. Did a whole bunch
Couldn't have sound more Jewish than you ever did right there.
Pruning. Pruned the oak tree. Pruned a lot of branches. Yeah, cleaned up the whole property so that they can pick it up on Wednesday and cart it away. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Julie cleaned the front window in the house. I was very proud of her for that. Baby, good job.
How was the lightning last night for you?
Ooh. Actually, there was one. Julie was about to go to the front door to go outside for something, and as she stepped out, there was a clap of thunder and lightning that must have been right over our house. Uh-huh. She came back in pale as a sheet and just shaking. It was that close.
I don't like
lightning.
lightning.
The daylights out of her.
I don't like lightning. I haven't been a fan this week.
Yeah,
right.
It was absolutely awful. I think we were talking about it on the morning show today, but last night I think like around it was around like the 3:30 lightning when it was like over our house as well. I think I was the last one. I think I had the loudest reaction when I yelled, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, no. I mean, it was loud.
Oh yeah,
it woke up everybody in the house.
Yeah.
So.
And there was one that I thought it was actually a tornado because it was close, low down, and rumbled for like 20 seconds. And I'm going, whoa, that's not thunder. And apparently it was.
Yeah.
Which is good. It was better than it was a tornado.
Yeah. No, it was intense. It was intense for sure.
Yeah. Should we make some money?
Yes, we should.
All right.
I can tell you right now, you want to have a nice, relaxing time buying a car, you should go see Bozard Ford Lincoln in St. Augustine. Their goal is to make sure your time and experience buying a car is stress-free, fun, and enjoyable. Bozard is a family-owned Ford dealership that has been in business since 1949. Bozard Ford Lincoln has been the recipient of numerous dealer awards, including being ranked #1 automotive dealership in the nation by Dealer Rater. Bozard Ford also has won back-to-back President's Awards, which is the highest honor given by Ford Motor Company. Check them out today online at bozardford.com.
For over 20 years, A to Z Roofing and Waterproofing has been St. Augustine's trusted name in roofing. From cedar shake and tile to flat roofs and designer shingles, they've got you covered, literally. Specializing in painted metal roofs for saltwater area homes with warranties up to 25 years and cedar shake shingle warranties up to 50 years. A to Z put customer satisfaction first. Free estimates, top-tier materials, and service you can count on. Visit A to Z Roofing and Waterproofing.com. A to Z Roofing, protecting homes from the top down.
All right, here we go. Mr. Electric of St. Augustine. Need a trusted electrician in St. Augustine? Call Mr. Electric of St. Augustine, a local veteran-owned business providing expert in residential and commercial electrical services across St. Johns County, Flagler County, and Putnam County. From panel upgrades to lighting installs to safety inspections and EV chargers, their licensed pros do it all with upfront pricing and the satisfaction guaranteed backed by the neighborly done right promise. Flexible scheduling, no surprises, just dependable hometown service. Give them a call at 904-289-1217. That's 904-289-1217. Mr. Electric of St. Augustine, your local power experts.
Now, this is a tasty read. These neighborhood diners are more than just a place to eat. They're where hospitality blooms and friends gather. Bring your own or make new ones. That would be friends, by the way. The coffee is always hot, the smiles are genuine, and the food tastes like home. Every meal is a chance to make memories, share stories, and create bonds that last a lifetime. It's not just about the food on the plate, but the community that comes together at the table. Come see us at Moultrie Creek Diner or Anastasia Diner and tell them Andy sent you. And once again, I recommend the pancakes.
All right. We also have these amazing sponsors that join us every day, and we appreciate their support over the years for sure. Brightway Insurance, St. Augustine Pirate Museum, Anastasia Construction Group, The Saint, Solar Stick, Bear Kresge and Associates. I love you guys. You guys from my heart today.
And your wallet.
Pal, yeah, and definitely my wallet. You want to save money? Those are the guys. Pal Heating and Air, Me Hands, A.D. Davis Construction, Land Title of America, and
Kaiser's Deli and Market. Try the pastrami.
yes, the navel.
That's exactly
Go
right.
straight for the navel.
Once we get him in here, he's going to explain that to you. I promise.
Yeah. So
We have to tie him down ourselves.
there you go. Oh man, we
How
got,
was your weekend?
my weekend was pretty good. Pretty good. So I mean, the storms kind of
Yeah.
interrupted everything all throughout the weekend. But for the most part, it was pretty good. Friday, I actually snuck away in the afternoon, and we had a nice little trip down to Daytona. Rebecca and Maeve and I, and we had a little getaway from work, but still doing work stuff.
Okay, so you can take the gas off your taxes.
No, I got a new iPad.
Really? You had to go to Daytona for it?
Yeah. Well, I went to Best Buy.
Okay.
We were getting something else, and I can tell you, they got some good stuff down there.
Yeah.
And
As opposed to the one, isn't there one at the Avenues Mall?
yeah, but
I don't know.
Jacksonville traffic on Friday is frightening.
Okay.
So,
Because 95 is better on Friday.
well, going in that direction, it's better.
Okay. All right.
Going in that direction.
I need
it's
to know
better.
these
Yeah.
things. I've
So
only been
that's-
here 10 years. What do I know?
So it's about the same distance.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. It's
Yeah.
definitely not the same distance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you out. I've been Uber driving for a while now. I can tell you right now, going up from Jacksonville, from here to Jacksonville, is definitely shorter than going up from here to Daytona. I'm sorry.
Not my mind.
And just for the record,
It doesn't matter what the mileage says. It's how you feel. It's not what they say. It's how they make you feel. And
Okay, but-
I feel better going that way than I do to
which is
Jacksonville.
certainly your prerogative, and you should do that if that makes you comfortable. But the Avenues Mall is, it's not the big city of Jacksonville. It's the Duval County of Jacksonville, which is everywhere.
Yeah, it's all over.
Yeah, so it's not that far away.
The Avenues is not bad.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's where the Best Buy is.
Yeah.
No, well,
If there is one there still, that's the only one I knew.
Actually, no. The Best
Maybe not.
the Best Buy is actually next door to the Avenues Mall. So, but however, the better Best Buy in Jacksonville is the one in Town Center.
Okay, well then you're getting into more traffic. So
Yeah, I was thinking Town Center.
Okay,
So,
yeah, no, I was thinking the only one I knew of was there. I thought there was one at the Avenues Mall or adjacent. Anyway, be that as it may. So what else did you do in Daytona?
We ate at Four Rivers,
Okay,
and Blake ate at Four Rivers in Jacksonville this weekend.
Yep.
wow,
So,
Yeah,
so that's 8 rivers between you.
yeah.
But actually a little bit of 12 rivers as well because now the gate stations all across here are selling like Four Rivers barbecue sandwiches.
I take it 4 Rivers is a barbecue place.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Yes, it is.
Right.
But I believe it's a local guy that runs it. But they have some decent barbecue though.
Yeah, I think it's a franchise.
Yeah.
I'm closing my new case in my.
you love your new toy.
It's you'll find out tomorrow at trivia if it gives you good questions or not.
Ooh,
It
nice,
magically
nice
can give you some
iPad,
questions.
nice iPad.
Yeah, magically can give you some questions as I'm knocking around my microphone. All right.
Now you know how it feels.
All right, so we're going to start off with some lists. And Blake's going to choose.
Okay.
You have your list over there, and then we're going to do 5 questions at the end of the show.
Always fun.
And right now, I have 1 question written.
Okay.
So if you guys see me out there writing like crazy, you know what I'm doing.
Because one of the dogs ate his homework.
Yes, I had a busy day today,
But actually now that actually is a legitimate excuse because Shirley likes to chew on any paper she can get
everything.
in.
She chews everything.
Okay.
Yeah, with paper, it doesn't matter. Paper, wood, plastic, metal. She doesn't care.
So she's part goat, is what you're saying.
Yeah, she's a herding dog, so I think
Okay.
she's practicing to be a goat.
Okay.
So, all right, here's what I got. Epstein list. Does it exist?
French Revolution. Happy Bastille Day.
Bastille Day. All right. And I have Major League Baseball, All-Stars.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go with Epstein list. Does it exist?
All right, you guys got to help me out on this because I haven't been keeping up with it as much, and I know these things are the two of you really enjoy this material. So I need help. Okay, so I really don't have any content attached to it, but I'm going to ask questions because I don't know, and I think a lot of people out there don't know some of these things. So the Epstein list has been going back and forth. All right.
Okay.
If it exists or if it doesn't exist,
Right.
or if it was just a file, or if it's being hidden, or if it's fully being disclosed, there's so many different questions that's going on with it. So Blake, I'm going to ask you first, and it's just a yes or no. Okay. I don't need. Is there an Epstein list in your opinion? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. Lenny, is there an Epstein list in your opinion?
Probably not.
All right. I believe there's an Epstein file, but I don't believe there's a list.
Right.
Unless you extract names from that Epstein file.
Okay.
And you create your own list. I don't think
That works.
I don't think there's something like Pam Bondi's going, oh, he's number one on the list, and like like we did with the deck of cards in the Iraq War or whatever.
And that's where I'm kind of leaning towards as well. Like there's no okay, here's like I know like a lot of people are saying like about the flight logs to and from Jeffrey Epstein's plane or like his like private airports.
Right.
But I definitely do think like there was like somewhere like you can find like lists, you can find like names like on each individual document that you can compile together to make your own list.
All right.
Well, I mean, you've got the flight manifests of people who flew on his private planes and went to, I don't know what passport control was to get on his little island.
Yeah, and we got people going yes and no on it also, kind of in the same category we are here. Second question about this.
Okay.
All right. Put on your conspiracy theory hat.
He's definitely on the list.
Who on that list is the most afraid of their name coming out? Who on that list do you think is the most afraid? Do you think it's the president?
I think that if there is a list, he should be on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Why should he be on it?
Well,
he shouldn't be on it.
Right, he shouldn't. Right,
Let's leave with that. He shouldn't be on it.
Nobody should be on it.
But the chances of him being on it is a possibility.
I think Prince Andrew sort of skated by now because he was the biggest name on that list, and he was freaking chapter and verse. Sound off.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my new iPad.
When they talk to each other, it gets very confusing.
Sounds off over here, so my new iPad was just being loud. All right, Kenny said, "Did he?" I think he's got bigger problems already.
Right, he's got his own list.
Yeah, he's got his own list.
He's already busy.
He's got his own little island. But so you think the president is the one on that
I think
list?
there's a likelihood. I mean, they were running buddies.
Which president?
Trump.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's pictures of them together all together. I was just telling Blake there was.
I saw some video evidence that we need to stay away from this guy, where he said we need to stay away from this guy. He's bad news. About Trump saying that about Epstein.
Okay, was that after the picture of him and Melania before they were married with Epstein and Ghislaine?
I think
that's not a trumped up picture. Not pardon the pardon.
I think that was in South Florida.
Yeah,
yeah, and I think it was.
I mean, these guys hung out.
I don't think they hung out. I think that's the left talking, because I believe he has many documentations saying what a bad guy this guy is.
Yeah. And J.D. Vance called him a Nazi. So, what does that matter?
Yeah. J.D. Vance called who a Nazi?
Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah.
So, you can say what you want. It doesn't matter 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
But there's video of Trump at a party with a bunch of young women, and I'm presuming there are other men there, dancing his, Donald Gopher dance.
Here's my theory. All right, you guys know I don't like Donald Trump as a human being. I think Donald Trump is a very despicable man in a lot of ways, but I don't think he's despicable like Epstein despicable. I think at one point let me finish my entire thought. Then you can pile on and tear it apart.
No.
No, but that's what I want you to do.
Well, in that case,
because it's just a theory.
Okay,
it's just a theory. My theory is. Trump probably wanted to have some relationship because Epstein had money. Mm-hmm. Donald Trump's a guy who has made a living of other people's money. All right. As a developer, and he was like, okay, he can finance this for me. Donald Trump's a guy who's lived and created his life off of credit.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Epstein's a guy who would provide some of that credit and make connections. I think Donald Trump, once he got into that circle, said, whoo, and this has happened to me. I mean, there are certain people that look normal on the surface, okay? But when you really dig into it, you're like, I'm not hanging out with that guy.
Right. Yeah.
And I think that's where Donald Trump got, because, you know, it was one of those things where it's like, yeah, this guy's bad news. And I think he recognized it. And I think most people that dealt with Epstein were that way. I think old Bubba probably had some of those same, you know, hey, he can financially help me with my campaign. Talking about President Clinton.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people got to that situation. And it's the same with Diddy. People want to be around people with power.
Sure.
You know, and they think that gives them power until they get to see the true person. And I think Donald Trump's one of those people. Oh, people want to really be around him. Like, you know, a prime example was Elon. Oh, yeah, I really want to be around him until he's around him.
Right. Until you meet him.
Yeah, until he's around him.
Right.
So
Never meet your heroes.
I think that's kind of, I put Epstein in that category.
Well, I think Trump was probably running around with him either in South Florida and New York. They were probably going to some of the same social events, whether it was by invitation from Epstein or not. And I'm sure that as, you know, he saw what was going on. Look, I'm not saying that Donald Trump wanted to, you know, to be Prince Andrew and get on a plane with a little girl. But by that same token, you know, he was there. Whether he was participating, I'd be surprised. You know, a couple of the pictures I saw, he had his, you know, girlfriend at the time who was Melania, who's now his wife.
Yeah.
So there would be no reason for him to.
So that's
going
back 20 plus years.
Yeah.
That's going back 20 years. And I think Josh, and that's what I'm saying. I think like, oh, okay, this guy could possibly help me with a career. But once he started seeing the true, what the heck's going on here, I think he skedaddled and stiff armed me. And Josh makes a very good point. If Trump was on whatever list or whatever it was, and there was incriminating, this information was available to the previous administration too.
Okay.
If he was there, they would have definitely used it during the campaign, without a doubt.
Well,
I mean,
it would have been. It would have been.
It's not
leaked.
like they play nice on either side.
Yeah.
I mean, and if somebody of any significance was there, the opposite. If Republicans found somebody on the left, they would be throwing it out there too.
Well, in this day and age, it's just really, really difficult to keep a secret like that.
Yeah.
Between, you know, hackers and electronic surveillance and just people talking and leaking, it's kind of tough to. It's just kind of tough to keep that a secret. So, you know, if there was smoke, you know, there's probably fire under it, but I don't necessarily know that there was any smoking gun or anything like that. You know, look, it was the same thing about everything going on. You know, was what does Putin have over him, which we still haven't found out, but he's, you know, and now. You know, it's just another ridiculous aspect of his personality, and I don't mean Putin's.
Well, see, and
we'll give him 50 days to get his shit together.
Come on. Here's the problem I have when I hear anything about the Trump and Putin relationship, because I think the Democrats killed it with the fake dossier. You know, I think they hurt themselves. So whatever truth might be there, and I'm sure there is, because with every lie there's a fraction of truth. With every bit of that, the dossier was so fictional that it makes it hard to believe anything in that relationship at all. So you know, so I always whenever I hear Donald Trump and Putin, and I don't know their relationship, I think Putin
has something on him.
I think Putin actually has a little bit of fear of Trump too, because what do you mean?
It's you know, I'm ending the war on day one. We're now 6 months into his term, and he's not even closer. He's further away.
How do you end the war?
Sorry?
What's the best strategy for the U.S. to end that war?
Blow the shit out of Moscow.
No, absolutely
Whoa.
not. That's World War III.
No?
That's the worst thing possible.
This is why I'm wearing red today, because this is the best way to handle it. You break their economy.
Right. Eventually.
You break their economy. How are we breaking their economy right now?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
What's gas prices at? $2.57.
Where'd you go?
Costco.
Well, good for you, because it was $2.75 when I left this morning on the beach at the pier, and it was $3.19 when I came to work.
You got to wake up earlier.
Wait, hold on a second. That doesn't count because you don't have a membership yourself. You have to get it from me to pump the gas.
All right, take my car tomorrow.
Siphon it back out.
But I mean, that's how
hold on. But that's bullshit.
But you break his economy.
No, you're not breaking their economy. How long have the sanctions been in play?
Which sanctions? Because
the Russian sanctions.
They're constantly changing.
Yeah, there's tranches of them.
They're constantly changing. So which sanctions? The sanctions are not the answer. It's making their product weaker. By making their product weaker, and we make our oil more efficient.
And Russia's not selling their oil to those countries that are buying it, and they're still supplying their war machine with money from that oil price?
They are, but they're selling it at a much lower rate.
Fine, they're still getting their money. They're still prosecuting their war.
When you had a restaurant, we're gonna take it to Chef Lenny terms. Okay. You had a restaurant. What was the most expensive item on your menu?
On the menu?
Yep.
Probably the hanger steak at some point in time.
Okay. If I took that hanger steak and cut the price of that in half, would you have been able to keep your doors open in the restaurant?
Cut the price of it on my menu, or the price that I paid for it?
No. You pay the exact same.
Okay.
To process it and do all that still costs the exact same.
Okay.
But now you have to sell it. Say it was for $60 a plate. Now you have to sell it for $30. Now you have to sell it for $30. Okay. I'm throwing numbers out there.
I know.
I figured you had one of those pinky out restaurants.
One of them was white tablecloth fine dining. The other one was Cheers.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I got you covered on both ends, baby.
But if you had to sell every product on your menu at half price,
okay,
what would that do to your business?
Make it more difficult to operate. I'd have to be the Department of Education and make Long Beach dumber by firing people.
It doesn't make anybody dumber. You think that Department of Education coming out of D.C., which didn't exist until like the 1980 or something like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And guess what? People were smarter in the 70s.
Well, people ain't going to be smarter next week either, believe me.
And they were smarter I can tell you right now, from my trivia shows, all right?
Okay.
You graduated high school in what, 60 or 76?
76, on the nose.
76?
Bicentennial, baby.
Right. Yeah, because we're 9 years apart. I'm 85. Yeah. I can guarantee you this. We go head-to-head against Blake. Probably a better student in his school than we were. Okay? I'm going to give him that.
Yeah.
We go head-to-head on civics, history, and all those. And Blake's an exception to the rule.
Absolutely.
But if we go to history and those things and basic educational things, even though we've been out of school longer, we're going to kick his ass in trivia.
Yeah.
It doesn't always show on Mike's show.
Right. But well, that's good. That's he handpicks the questions.
Yeah.
That's why I want to roll in picking the questions for Thursday. Believe me.
Yeah.
Is the answer Yugoslavia?
Yeah. It's Utah.
It's Utah. Exactly.
It's Utah. But that's what I'm saying. Education has not gotten better.
Yeah. No, but it's gotten weirder.
The access to education has gotten tremendously better.
Can they just end standardized testing? That's all I ask. Like that's honestly the worst thing that we can do because to force students to take tests every single month, like every single year, to determine which states get the most funding is necessary. That's the worst thing about like my time in public education.
Yeah,
because
standardized tests suck.
Yeah, it was off.
Let teachers teach.
Yes, and that's what I liked about Flyover College. Sure, we had tests, but we had more hands-on learning there.
Yeah.
Why do I have to pay to actually learn stuff where for free I have to just memorize stuff for a test?
That's it. It stifles your learning. Okay. It stifles your learning. All right, and thank you, Bobby, for recognizing the point I was trying to make. So. About Reagan breaking the USSR.
But it hasn't worked yet. I mean, the Russian economy, depending on which day you read a newspaper, is on the balls of its ass. Doesn't matter.
4 years of a guy 4 years of a guy who weakened our economy, which makes theirs stronger.
He also left the sanctions that Trump put in place. Mm-hmm. So the sanctions haven't changed. They haven't gotten more stronger. There's a bipartisan legislation pending in the Senate with 80 co-sponsors. So that's bipartisan because you got 53-47. So if there's 80 of them, it's a mixed bag. And John Thune isn't going to bring it up because he wants to give Donald Trump more time to make peace with Russia. Okay, I'm ending it on day one. Then weeks later, he's
ending it on day one is him being a blowhard.
Of course, but it doesn't matter.
Him being a blowhard.
Let me finish.
Yeah, gotcha.
Now he's all over the fact that that Putin's a vile person because all he's doing is killing civilians and he's got no humanity. So why is he going after civilians? They're not prosecuting the war as should be fought military to military because all he's doing is blowing up hospitals, blowing up cities, blowing up civilians, much like Gaza. But carry on there.
Really, you're still talking out loud.
Yes.
Much like Gaza.
Oh, yeah. What? You don't think the Israelis are blowing up Gaza?
Well, who attacked who?
Fine.
Who attacked who?
Right, and who's keeping it going? Except for the fact that Hamas, went and had a little ambush the other day.
Yeah, and you know what? They need to be.
Well, okay,
but fine. Talk about. Well, we'll come back to that. That's a topic for another day.
Because you know what? They want us dead. Me, you, Blake. They want us dead.
And how's that working out for them?
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Yeah, keep doing your thing, Israel. Keep doing your thing.
All right, but does Hamas?
So wait a second. So you have no concern about the innocent lives, the children that are being killed?
Of course I do.
Well, then what do you mean, Israel? Keep doing your thing. They've got no restraint.
They do.
Where?
But you know what? Who's hiding these guys? Who's hiding these guys?
Well,
because their religion tells them to do it. You know what? Those women and children are, guess what? They want us dead too. Just because they don't have a penis?
I think they want their children to live.
Oh, are you kidding me?
They don't want their children to live?
No, they want their, because they see it as a badge. They're hiding these guys behind their children. Are you kidding me? They're hiding their people behind their children. Israel's saying, it's going to be right here. You know what? They hide right behind those kids. And if you think they're not doing that, man, you got to pull that. Here, there's some wool right there. Oh, no, that's your eyebrows.
I trimmed them this morning, as a matter of fact. Can't you tell? They just stay on my eyes. I trimmed them here. But,
mine looks like a party favor, so I shouldn't have made that joke.
Thank you very much. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing.
You understand what I'm saying? They're hiding behind
I understand
those
what
kids.
you're saying, but it doesn't excuse it.
And guess what? Those kids are going to grow up and be
dead.
No, they're going to be a part of Hamas if we just allow that to happen too.
Not if you starve them to death.
Yep. So, go, Blake. Sorry.
Yes.
Melissa said let you speak, so I'm like, thank you, Melissa, for.
Yes, because the reason why, hey, there's a possibility that these kids might grow up to be part of Hamas is because we are supporting Israel. They want to say death to America if we keep supporting the people that keep bombing them.
Yeah, the people that hate us. We're gonna help the people that hate us. No, that's ridiculous.
Hey, hearts and minds. See how well that worked in Vietnam?
Yeah. You saw how that worked. Yeah.
Good luck playing Born in the USA in there.
Yeah.
And Bobby, just for the record, it's not tit for tat over there. It's eye for an eye.
Yeah. Or arm for an arm.
Right.
Or leg for a leg.
Right.
Whatever. Nose for a nose. Whatever they're chopping off.
But, look at numbers. How many Palestinians have been killed? Adults, children, and how many of them are combatants and how many of them are civilians, vis-a-vis how many Israelis have been killed and Israeli soldiers.
Well, I mean,
so the numbers just don't balance. Hamas
doesn't have an army. They have citizens that are attacking.
Right. They're a guerrilla warfare organization.
So you just allow them to stay hidden there? How do you handle that?
So then if
you don't do what they're doing right now?
So then if you're going to do it, don't be namby-pamby lobbing bombs in. Go in there and get them.
Mm-hmm. So
if you're a big tough IDF force, go get them.
That creates casualties on your side.
Sure.
As a dad, I think that is a shitty idea.
So you don't mind their kids getting killed. You have a problem with your kids getting killed.
Thank you, Lenny.
Okay. As my mother would say, it's all a matter whose ox is being gored.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Would I rather have them, just keep bombing me. We'll keep ducking. No, I'm not going to do that shit. I'm going to punch you right in the face and say, yes, I'm in charge. And if you don't like it, then get the hell out of my country. And
they're not in your country. You're going into their country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As a matter of fact.
Wait. Whose country was it first?
Theirs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Jewish weren't there before that?
Same time.
Okay.
I'm in the middle of a book explaining it all. Which I will eventually finish.
Who controlled it first?
What? Palestine?
Yeah.
Depends on the day of the week. Seriously. Come on. The Jews wandered around for 40 freaking years. They didn't even know where the hell they were. Seriously.
They're on that same dirt.
Well, they were over
on
here.
that same
They were
dirt.
over here. They were over there. They were by the Sea of Galilee. They were down,
They were on that same dirt. Yeah. So, all right.
Not buying it.
But they want us dead. They
Okay.
want us dead, so
So-
we should allow them to grow up and blow us up.
So then does that make it all right for the Israeli settlers to take houses from the Palestinians and the Arabs, kill those people, and just usurp and take their houses?
You don't think it's going the other way around? You don't think if that opportunity was the other way, it
that
wouldn't go the
opportunity's
other way?
not there. First of all, these people have been here and established.
Mm-hmm.
They've had houses. They've been living there for years, and now you
When
got
did they get
settlers
that? When was it given to them?
given to them.
Yeah.
Given to them.
Yeah, it was given to them.
Let's say 1948, but not even then. You don't think there were Palestinians before Israel existed? Of course they were. Where do you think they were?
Well,
Wandering
there was
around in the
Jewish-
desert like the Jewish people?
The Jewish
The
people.
Palestinians were there. The Jewish people were wandering around. It took until 1948 for them to get a freaking country.
Do we recognize Palestine as a country?
No.
Depends on who.
No. Do we,
The
as a
United
country,
States or the
recognize
other
Palestine
other
as
nations in the world?
Does the UN recognize Palestine as a country?
No.
Does who recognizes Palestine as a country?
40 countries.
There you go.
Who? Give me that list
All right.
and tell me if one of them's an ally of ours.
Yeah, I think France might be, actually.
Oh, well, oh my gosh, that's the worst example you could have given.
Bastille Day, baby. I'm telling you.
We're going to go to Bastille Day.
It's Bastille Day. The truth will out.
Hold on a second. Lenny, bring up France again. Do we need to go back to freedom fries now?
No, Melissa,
Okay.
Melissa, you're completely wrong. She said the Jews entered the area in early 1900s. They were there all along.
No, they were there 3,000 years ago.
They were there 3,000 years
But
ago.
so are the Palestinians.
Yeah. So
So are the Arabs.
yeah. So
You know, I mean, it wasn't like I was here
I
first.
can't believe you're taking the side. Put it on the record. The guy in the blue shirt's on the side of Hamas. Okay. So,
How do I put up with this? How do I put up with this? Jesus. You really got to wake up and smell the coffee, my brother.
no, I'm enjoying the coffee today. I'm not gonna lie. I'm enjoying the coffee. But all right, we're gonna move on.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you got
Read that list.
You got
Come
the
on.
list.
More than I thought.
Thank you.
Give me the list.
143.
They recognize
Oh, out of how
Palestine
many
as a
members of the
country.
UN?
Where's the capital?
Let's see. I'm pulling
Where's the
it,
capital of Palestine at?
pulling it up.
It was in the West Bank, I believe.
Yeah, Palestine. Let's see. Capital.
I don't think they have a centralized government, honestly.
They don't. That's my point.
That's because they keep blowing them up.
So basically they recognize.
That's why.
They recognize.
No, they don't like
recognize-
any authority. It's all.
right.
But it's in their name. It's the Palestinian Authority.
Yeah. Go ahead. What you got?
Part of the capital is Jerusalem and Ramallah.
Ramallah.
Jerusalem.
A little
And
bit.
Ramallah, yeah.
Jerusalem.
Yes.
Okay.
How's that
Yeah,
working
so-
out?
There we go.
Right. Yeah, they're right next to the new U.S. embassy.
What's
so-
their
so-
what's
so-
their you know,
So
they don't have a president.
So
what is their highest level?
So officially 147.
Shah?
President of the PLA,
Yeah.
you know, Palestinian Authority.
Yeah.
Who's a figurehead?
So officially 47 countries that are part of the UN that recognize the state of Palestine. Two outside of the UN recognize as well, including Vatican City.
All right.
And then, but also 45 states don't recognize Palestine, and the United States is one of them.
Okay.
All right. And Melissa, you're correct. The country
Right.
of
Exactly.
Israel did not come in, but the Jewish people were there 3,000 years ago.
And then we're gone, and then came back when they created the state of Israel.
Yeah, they came back in 48, right? So, and we recognize them as a country in how many days? Or hours? Or minutes?
No idea.
Yeah, it was really fast.
I would think.
It was
Plus,
really
because
fast.
they needed someplace for the damn ships to land. Because don't forget, how many times did the United States turn around Exodus ships and say, "No, you can't dock here. Go away. We don't want you."
Yeah.
Because we're such a welcoming country.
So, now, I on this fight, I'm on the side of Israel. I'm not on the side of Hamas. I'm
Not
just
the way they're doing it.
It's
It's indiscriminate. It's ruthless.
are you
And
there?
it's not accomplishing anything.
You don't think Hamas is ruthless?
I think Israel is
Wait.
if not more so.
How many women in Hamas are in leadership in any way, shape, or form? Zero.
Okay.
Zero. They are horrible.
You are such an equal rights liberator, aren't you?
Like, it just shows you the character of the people that you're supporting.
I hope you sleep well with the conscience of all those children that were getting water that were blown up by the indiscriminate Israelis.
Yeah, don't hide your soldiers behind your children.
All right, and then
So
don't send your children to go get water.
Isn't there an old police song? Do you think the Russians love their children too?
I don't know. Is that the secret policeman's other ball?
I agree with that portion.
So meanwhile, so Trump is got such a hard on to get this war ended on day one, day 6 months. Why is he giving Putin 50 days now to get his shit together and end the war? What kind of bullshit is that?
Because, like I said, his first initial talk on everything he says is blowhard. Absolutely blowhard.
Right.
Like his first initial thing, like, oh, he's going to end it on day. Absolute blowhard. No one knows.
Of course.
Everyone knows that that's not going to happen.
Right. Got me a free lunch. Who are you kidding?
His ego is so full that and when he gets into the problem, then he goes, oh, okay, now I can try and fix it. But he starts off with blowing it up first.
Right.
Probably not a good pun
Okay.
when we're talking about wars in two different areas.
Good point.
Probably not the best pun.
If he's so conscious of the wasted lives that Russia is indiscriminately killing people in Ukraine, why is he giving them 50 freaking days?
He's not. He's looking at this. He's not concerned about that. I mean,
he's not concerned about the Ukrainian lives.
No.
He certainly says it a lot.
He's not. He's concerned about the U.S. economy and how he looks. I can tell you right now.
Of course, it's how he looks. It's not the U.S. economy.
It's not about what's going on. Anything. If I can get my Nobel Prize and how I look, and it's concerned about the U.S. economy because that also benefits him.
Correct.
Okay. So.
But if it goes down in flames, it's not going to affect him.
A month ago, we were talking about how horrible the relationship was with China.
Okay.
And now China has kind of bowed the knee on the whole tariffs thing. And look what happened with the stock market in the last 5 days.
Okay.
It's through the roof. It's breaking records.
Unless
Unless something happened today. I was busy today.
50% tariffs on the rest of the world again.
50% tariffs on the rest of the world.
Actually,
come on.
Actually, the Dow closed up 88 points.
Yes. Yeah. It started on Thursday when they released the whole China thing. So go back to Thursday on where it was and where it was at. I think it might have been Wednesday even. So midweek, China said, all right, we're going to play ball with these whole tariff things. And tariffs haven't cost us anything yet.
It spiked on the 10th and then just dropped right back off of the face of the earth and is crawling back up today. So
it spiked at what level? Oh, at almost 45,000.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It was never supposed to break 20,000.
Ever.
Ever. So, yeah, at 45,000, I'd say the economy's doing pretty damn good.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
So, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. When China made this announcement, everything went into place as far as the economy goes. A lot of recession. Look what happened to gas. Gas dropped again. I don't know why it went up today.
Because it does it every day.
Yeah.
It's a freaking ping pong ball.
Yeah.
It drops and then it goes back up to 319.
Yeah.
And then it drops and it goes back up to 319. You got to play a timing game with getting gas anymore. Unless you go to Costco or BJ or Buc-ee's or BJ's.
Yeah, or BJ.
Right.
It's completely different there.
Well.
We're talking about the store.
We're talking about gas.
Oh, okay. All right. We're talking about the store.
Yeah.
All right. We got to get to 5 questions.
All right. Ready? We got plenty of time to keep going.
We got only 20 minutes for 5 questions.
So that's 4 minutes a question. Okay, fine. I'm in. I'm in.
Hold on a second. How many questions do you have written down, though?
I have 2, but I'll be prepared.
Are you sure you don't want to do one topic? Because I have something I do want to rant about President Trump.
Go ahead.
You ran away, and I'm going to write a question and act like I'm paying attention to you.
I'm just reserving the right to do Bastille Day tomorrow, which is the 15th, and not really Bastille Day.
Yeah, we got to talk a little bit. I'll ask about Bastille Day.
All right.
Here,
So
that'll
anyway,
be one of the questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, this
I got 3 pages on it. Don't be silly.
Yeah. 4 minutes.
So anyway, so this fellow behind me right here, this was taken at the Club World Cup final yesterday. So congratulations, Chelsea. That's my team. But of course, this guy had to be in the photo. Why was he there?
He surrounds himself with winners, Blake.
Fair.
It's a great photo. Chelsea fans were like, "Oh, the president's a Chelsea fan now." You know, there's millions of you Chelsea fans out there. Not as many as some other teams, but you know, so he knows He knows where the photo ops are. That's something he's always going to be good at.
The players were not expecting him to be a part of it, and the president of FIFA actually asked him before the trophy left to usher him off stage, but no, he just stood there thinking that he would.
Eric, let me tell you the president of FIFA something. He's the leader of the free world. You have
FIFA?
No.
Oh,
FIFA.
Trump. Yeah.
Midas.
Yeah. FIFA, the most corrupt organization in the world.
That's why they're getting along so well. Okay, gotcha.
He thinks he can give commands to Donald Trump? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Now, Trump should have, in my opinion, gave the trophy away, congratulated, and let him have that moment.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you 100%. But I guarantee you, the fact that the head guy of FIFA said, hey, us just walk away, told him to do it, opposite. Yeah. It's going to be the opposite. He's that personality.
Who, Trump?
Trump.
Yeah.
He's just that personality.
I do appreciate the fact that, and he's doing it for a completely different reason. But if I was president of the United States or king of the forest, man, I'd go to every sporting event I could. And he's been to the Daytona 500. He's been to the Super Bowl. Maybe he can sit through an inning or two at the World Series at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
But, and I think that's great. It really is. But I don't think he cares about any of these games unless it's a blood sport like you. By the way, and they're going to do one on the White House lawn. Grow the cup, would you please, Donnie?
What's he doing on the lawn?
He wants to have a UFC cage fight at the White House.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I mean, at some point in time, there's got to be an adult in the room, and it is not him.
Yeah.
Midas just sees gold and grabs it. That's what he did with that trophy.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy is sucking up to the fact that...
Well, he was presenting the trophy.
No, context.
No. They gave him... That's the fake trophy.
Let me give you context. So basically, the Club World Cup trophy that the Chelsea was presented to, that's actually the second trophy that they made. They were supposed to get the original trophy, the one that was originally made, but Gianni Infantino decided, you know what? Mr. President, we're just going to give you the trophy so you can permanently keep in the Oval Office.
The fake one.
No, the real one.
He has the real one?
He has the real one.
See, this is why this is the most corrupt business. That's ridiculous.
And you know what's more corrupt as well with FIFA and the President of the United States? Their New York office is now in Trump Tower.
Yeah.
Right. More sucking up. Well, because you've got part of the World Cup is going to be played in the United States next year, so this guy wants it to go smoothly. But Trump sees gold and says, mine, 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 mine. It's like the Lord of the Rings, and he's Gollum.
Gollum?
Yeah.
Give him a sock.
But the thing I'm worried about now is next year is let's say if this happens again, but let's say Argentina wins it, and Trump stands next to Lionel Messi while he's holding up the actual World Cup trophy. Right. How do you think Argentina's going to feel?
Look, the only thing that's good is the fact that the Stanley Cup is silver. It's the only thing that saves it.
Yeah. Don't mess with Lord Stanley. All right,
5 questions. Want silver.
5 questions. I gave you 2 minutes. You took 5. Bastille Day.
Yes.
All right, you got 4 minutes. Then we're going to 5 questions.
Ask the 5 questions.
All right. That was one of the questions. What the hell is Bastille Day?
Bastille Day
Why does it affect us?
July 14th. Well, that was the start of the French Revolution, which is way too involved to get into now. But I am telling you now that people need to pay attention because the French Revolution was the elimination of the first and second estate. The first estate was the elite and the wealthy people and the landowners. The second estate was the church, which was equally as wealthy and landowners. The third estate was the common people. The fourth estate was the press, which is why you hear the press being referred to as the fourth estate, apparently. Okay. So these guys got together, Robespierre, Danton, and a bunch of other people, Jean Marat, and they said, oh, no, we're going to do this for the people. We're going to take care of the common man. And they did that, the French Revolution lasted for 10 years. They disposed Louis XVI, chopped his head off, chopped her head off, chopped the kids' heads off. And it's one of my favorite periods in history, not the French Revolution, the head chopping,
but
head
France. Chopping of children?
Yeah, exactly. No, that's the Israelis today. Come on, stay with the program here. You
were defending the other side. So.
No, I'm just explaining it. But, but then they started to eat their own because don't forget, the French Revolution broke it into the Reign of Terror. The Reign of Terror is very reminiscent of what's happening now. If you were suspected of being disloyal, you were brought to the guillotine and had your head chopped off. Some with trials, some without trials.
What year was this?
1794 was the Reign of Terror.
Guillotine had just been in
1793 was the Reign of Terror, I believe.
Guillotine was still fairly new, right?
Yeah, Dr. Guillotine did that, yeah. So it was the Reign of Terror was 1793 to 1794. And there were 17,000 people executed in that year who were perceived to be disloyal. It's a good thing they didn't have polygraphs to check every FBI agent to ask them whether they said, yeah, you ever say anything disparaging about Cash Patel? Oh, wasn't he the guy that drives a Cash cab? Oh, no, different Cash? Never mind. 10,000 people died in prison, either awaiting trial or without trial. So that's 27,000 right there. And then there were between 30,000 to 50,000 other people that were killed in either massacres or just generic violence. What was interesting is it was all for liberty, equality, and legal protection under the law. Well, Robespierre, who was the head of the Committee of Public Safety, who was the guy who was putting people to the guillotine, all of a sudden had a pronouncement in 1794 at the National Convention, and he started speaking again about people that were insiders who were untrustworthy, and he didn't name names, and everybody thought he was going to name them and execute them. So what did they do? They grabbed Robespierre. On the 26th of July, he made a speech. The 27th of July, he was arrested. And the 28th of July, they cut his head off with a guillotine. So, live by the sword, die by the sword type of thing.
Yeah.
But there was a whole lot more of that going on there. There was a whole process of decatholicization. They were trying to get rid of the
cut his calves off?
Catholics.
Oh, Catholics. Right. I thought you said
it's actually
I thought you said decaf.
No. We're too wired up for that.
Decaf. Coffee?
Decaf? What's the point of that?
Can you hand me the Red Bull? I need some caffeine.
Exactly. No, it was de-Christianization.
Okay.
To try to take the power away from the church.
Yep.
Didn't work out too well. So that broke it into the cult of reason, which was Robespierre's thing, which was all about liberty and truth. And then they went to Notre Dame and they took the altar out and carved liberty on top of Notre Dame in there. Okay. When Robespierre was dead on July 28th, it became the cult of the supreme. Actually, it wasn't. Robespierre started the cult of the supreme being.
Here's what I'm hearing. All right. If you have power, you make the rules.
Yeah.
Okay. You have power.
Until you overreach.
No matter how ruthless it might be, if you have the power, you make the rules.
Yep.
Most powerful country, no matter what everybody else says, most powerful country in the entire world is still the United States.
Now.
It's been that way for a bit.
Well, I'm going back 200 years.
But it's been that way for a bit.
Okay.
All right. At some point, that is going to change. History is going to make that change. Do you think that's happening right now? Because I heard you say the comparison of it.
I'm just saying that with everything that the cult of republicanism and the cult of MAGA is doing will eventually cave in upon itself of its own weight, and they're going to eat their own, and they're going to start taking these people out and chopping their heads off. And I don't wish that on anybody by any stretch of the imagination.
I don't think it's going to be that, but hey.
All right. Metaphorically speaking.
Right. I got your metaphor. All
because you see MAGA splitting now just over the silly Epstein dossier, which is ridiculous.
Well, MAGA's in trouble. American Party is not going to do a whole lot, but it's going to ask a lot of questions.
Well,
and that's where Elon's going to be the fly in the ointment,
the thorn in the side. Yeah, they just did a poll that right now, as you can still probably believe, Democrat, Republican, the Republicans, even with everything that's going on now and the big beautiful bill, which haven't started to affect people yet, are still holding a little bit of a lead for the midterms.
All right.
You add the American Party into it, and the Republicans tanked.
All right, we got 10 minutes.
Ask a question, man.
For questions. Thank God we're past the Bastille Day because I don't know if you know this. See the concern in this eye?
I see that. Is it twitching?
This one don't give a shit either about Bastille Day.
All right, I'm telling you.
It doesn't mean anything
great
to me.
Period in history.
Yeah.
Great period in history.
Yeah. Thank you for your French fries.
Thomas Jefferson liked them too.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah.
All right. What historic figure would you like to be stuck on an island with? What historic figure would you like to be stuck on an island with? All right. And mine I'm going with the guy who can help me survive.
Bear Grylls?
Yeah. Bear Grylls.
Whatever, Naked and Afraid?
Yeah,
Walk on a Wild Side or whatever?
He's half the time he spends the night in the
hotel.
No, I'm going with a historic figure that I think could help me survive. He's been through a lot, and I'm going with Teddy Roosevelt.
Dang it, that was my answer.
Yeah. Survived the Amazon, barely survived the Amazon.
Oof, yeah.
Did all of the West and the Park Service. I think he's a kind of an outdoorsy guy.
He's rugged.
He's a guy who wouldn't be whining because,
Nah. He'd say suck it up and walk it off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you need a suck it up buttercup guy with you to survive it on this island.
And we're on a desert island.
Or
huh?
woman. Okay. Not to be too sexist about that.
Okay, you're trying to broker back into
No, because I was saying it just as that could be your only answer as a male, and that's not necessarily
not in the
true.
least.
Because you are going to get lonely.
I don't know. I would prefer the intellectual stimulation of either Clarence Darrow or William O.
Can
Douglas.
I change it to Marilyn Monroe?
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got good survival skills. Can't provide that.
I was going to say, right.
Yeah, but who'd you go with?
Either Clarence Darrow or William O. Douglas. I'd like the intellectual stimulation and their liberal policies.
Okay. And probably everybody from that generation has some survival skills.
Yeah.
I tell you another one. I would.
William O. Douglas, tough old coot.
I was thinking Hemingway.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he'd knock
That'd be intellectual stimulation.
he'd knock himself off, and I'd be by myself.
He'd go hunting. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'd be by myself after a while. Blake, who you got now? Sorry, I took Teddy from you.
Yeah, I'm going to say Dr. Livingston.
Dr. Livingston, I presume.
I presume.
Yeah.
Although, however, I probably presume we might get lost and we might need to get Stanley.
Right.
Melissa has a great answer. Pocahontas, excellent job. So,
Yeah, Jesus counts.
Jesus counts. Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Tarzan, he was a real swinger.
if you had Jesus, you wouldn't have to run out of wine.
There you go.
All right.
But you get mighty tired of mana.
All right, most dangerous car. Describe the most dangerous car you've ever driven. Most dangerous car you ever driven. Mine's an MGB my first car, 1977 MGB convertible, and every other Sunday something broke down on it. Its electrical system sucked. One time the brakes were fine the day before, and something happened to the brake line, and I had zero brakes, and I had to get it all the way across town because I couldn't afford a tow truck. So I downshift, cut off the car, slam on the brakes, and then I have to start it all up again. So it was by far the most dangerous car I've ever had was a 1977. And it was small, so anything hit you, you die. So,
ouch.
Yeah, MGB, 1977 MGB.
Except you could go under the semi-trailer.
Yeah, but don't, well, luckily I'm short.
Don't sit up,
I'm
right.
short. You should. I would have been fine.
Exactly,
So,
slouch.
by far the worst, most dangerous car.
I had I inherited a 65 Pontiac Tempest from my aunt that was rusted on the top and had no speedometer or odometer.
Yeah.
The cable came off of that, and we never put it back on, and I was just tooling around upstate New York without a speedometer.
You ever have a car that had a hole in the floorboard and you went through a puddle?
No, but I did have a car that ended up having a stop sign in the floorboard.
That's its own water park in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go through a puddle. And I borrowed a friend's car, and I didn't think of it. I knew it had a hole there. Mm-hmm. That's where he chewed tobacco he'd spit out of.
That was some damn good aim.
Yeah. Well, it was a big hole.
Okay.
It wasn't just a little hole. But, yeah. Yeah, going through the puddle. You don't think of it because it's not your car. Mud puddles everywhere, and I was just soaked. So, Blake, I think I know your answer, but I want to hear your answer.
Was the answer going to be the Land Rover?
I think the Land Rover, the first car I got for you, probably was the most dangerous car.
Yeah, because actually, so, oh geez, well,
he's had good cars.
I did some good cars, like the Land Rover was wrapped very well, and it had some good modifications, like the bullhorn and the train horns. Mm-hmm. However, though, it did have it leaked. Some of the floorboards decided to came up, and the worst part was
maybe the Beast might have been more dangerous because it's so big for you to drive.
I actually know. I will say the Land Rover because the one time my brakes failed.
Yeah, good point. Good point. So, yeah, I think that one's yours.
Yeah, and because I remember one time Igor going like, "Oh God, Blake, I don't think you should be driving this car."
Yeah, no, we gotta fix after that. Yeah. All right, here we go. This one's one, and the answer could be no matter where you're at in the world, it's going to be a different answer. If you could be king of the United States and you're allowed to take over one country, and it becomes your country. It says no kings in America. That's right. There's no kings in America. And
Carry on.
And that's why like the whole no kings thing makes no sense. There's obviously no kings in America.
Well,
We got some
There
good
is
views,
obvious there's no kings in America. If you have any other argument of that, you are completely wrong.
though. Those protests got some good
Completely
views,
wrong.
though.
you're so intolerant.
No, it's just there's no kings here. But if
The,
you
the,
could
object,
be,
the object is to prevent there from being a king here.
there isn't one,
Yet.
and there
He's
won't
trying.
be one because that's showing zero faith in the American people. Zero faith in the American people when you make statements like that. And we talked about this.
You see the situation we're in now? What have they proven? How have they proven?
We do have
Our economy. What's our economy at?
Apple and orange.
Okay, all right.
Apple and orange.
Are we the orange?
Yeah, I'm not sure which one we are there. We're the Ivy. If you could be king
Carry on. Yes, sir.
of our country
Or the
right
forest.
now,
Yeah.
and you're allowed, the genie says, pick one country in the world. What country are you taking?
To incorporate to. Oh, does it have to be geographically acceptable?
There's no fighting back.
Right.
They've lost the card game, and now they have
They
to
lost the card game.
They lost the card
Boy,
game.
that was one hell of a long risk game, I
Yes,
guess.
it's a
Huh?
game, and that's where I got this question from.
Risk?
From the game of risk.
Okay.
From the game of risk.
Well,
But
I don't want the Kamchatka Peninsula because that's just cold and nasty. I take Italy.
Italy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good
Tough,
wine.
tough to us up. Could be
wine.
France, but I
Good
like
wine.
Italy.
Good
yeah.
wine.
Yeah.
So Blake.
It's where it's from whence I hail.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Anegada.
Anegada. It's little. It's little, but it's a great place.
Yeah.
It's actually, you would have to take over the British Virgin Islands. That's the country. But
No.
I was going to say.
you just want Anegada.
Okay, I
right.
just want Anegada.
As the hand of the king, you take over the British Virgin Islands, you keep Anegada and sell off the other ones.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's my suggestion as hand of the king. All right. And I think mine is,
Bobby?
what do you,
Liechtenstein or Luxembourg?
yeah.
He likes
They're
castles.
small.
He wants
They're
a
small.
castle.
Yeah.
You're going to have to get Bobby a castle.
Andy's on the same lines I am. I take over China.
To repay to cancel the debt. It's not a bad move.
To cancel the debt, and they do have good resources. So
A little smoggy, but yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
they got good resources. So China's the one, and it was between Russia just to kind of end a lot of hostilities.
Okay.
Because we won the hand, we get to keep it. But I think China's the one to go with because to take over the debt. So
Okay.
for financial reasons, that's the one. And we were thinking
Not sexy.
along the same. Not sexy
Just
at all.
not sexy.
All right. Final question.
Dun, da, da, da.
Final question. Question number 5, like 4.5. Jolly Rancher. I wrote Roger.
Oh, yeah.
Jolly Rancher flavor. Every one of them's in a jar. Which one you going for?
That's tough between grape and watermelon, and I'd be happy with either.
See, grape would be my last. Grape.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But the watermelon is dynamite. Watermelon's real good.
Watermelon's, in my top 2 for sure. Blake, what you got?
Actually, watermelon's not in my top 2. I'm going to say green apple.
Green apple. Green apple's my other one.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I know.
I think those are like the kind of the old school ones, right?
Yeah, the watermelon was like how they made their how they cut their bones. yeah.
Watermelon and green apple, sour apple, or whatever it's called. So those are 1 and 2, and watermelon wins for me.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
All right. Thank you for taking all my abuse today. You shouldn't have let me have that Red Bull.
You need to get out of your system before I send you home to Rebecca and Maeve. That's all.
Yeah.
I took one for the team.
Yeah.
Ladies, I got you covered.
Yeah. So, and just in case you guys don't know this, I do love this guy, even as mean as I am to him. So Rebecca gets on to me all the time. So
I ain't worried.
you-
I just wish he would just, pay attention to reality from time to time.
yeah. All right. And it's amazing how much my reality comes to be years later. Just saying.
Oh, we're writing stuff down and putting it
Just
in. We're
saying.
putting this in a time
I was
capsule.
10 days late. I was 10 days late on the gas prices. Hey, you got anything you want to give to these wonderful people until we see them tomorrow?
Just peace.
Yeah.
Just peace and lower gas prices. Don't go gas at the pier this afternoon. Get it tomorrow morning when it's back down to 274.
Yep. Tell your people you love them, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Oh, we got